So Tsumo, you're not the star of the show. So I'm Lennart and I'm a shepherd. I've been herding sheep for most of my career. We're trying to herd them in a way that doesn't degrade the landscape, so something that will increase diversity especially and soil health and life in general, I guess. Yeah, this is what I do. So we are in the south of France in the Cevennes, which is like a mountain range of not too high mountain, like the highest are, I would say 1,600 to 1,700 meters. I didn't really choose that area, I would say. I would just say that an opportunity came to me and I grabbed it. um, the sheep are going back to the garden. Maybe I'll send him because they go back to the garden anyways. Tsumo à droite. I remember it was 2 years ago or 1 year ago, I forgot exactly. And it was beginning of spring, beginning of the lambing actually. We had to separate. We had to separate the two herds. So the one sheep that aren't lambing and the sheep that are lambing, to bring the sheep with the lambs to the best grass we have, and the sheep without the lambs they can stay in the hillside. We didn't really set up anything as we should have set it up. There wasn't really a good shoot. There was no good pen. Everything was like falling apart. So nothing was really set up because we were like, oh, there are only 200 sheep. It'll be quick, easy. And they don't move anyway. You've done it so often that you think, oh yeah, I am so good that I don't need to do it right. You know, like it's like when you're driving a car or almost automatically because you've done it so much, and that's when you're going to do an accident because you're so confident in your action. So I would say it's more or less the same. We're too confident in our ability to control the sheep. 3 times we had to do everything all over again after being half through because they just jumped over the fence. Some things just fell over and all the sheep got back together again. Really, I mean, afterwards you might think, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? But it's more like at the moment, I guess it's like this tense, always tensed up, and then what can go wrong now? What can go wrong now? Be careful of that sheep. Be careful of this stuff. There's another one jumping. And you're like trying to be everywhere at the same time. Too much speed. And all of that just because you thought, it'll be quick and easy. Since then we're like, okay, it has to be prepared perfectly. It has to stand like a wall. There has to be good electricity on the fence. Otherwise it'll just take 10 times the time. Like that vision that you imagine your future life maybe, or whatever, the things you want to accomplish, I guess. When you have that in your mind, and it's like a driver, and then it doesn't really matter if you're like completely down and you still have to you're still caring for the sheep all the time, and even if you don't have any energy and it's hard to get out of bed because you're like sick or whatever, then this just drives you. It just drives you all the time. But otherwise, I mean, for example, like a day for like today, it's nice. It's very good.